Very social dude. I'm always the guy that, you know, if nobody introduces me, I'm gonna introduce myself. That's why I kind of go by Sir J, because I demand respect. You know what I mean? I demand to be known for who I am and what I do. You know, as everybody knows, I am the barber. I'm the bodybuilding barber. That's what I do. You know, and it kind of started out a few years ago with John Izzy, here's Art. You know, I started cutting his hair and it kind of just spread like wildfires, where I was getting DMs from pros like, hey bro, you cut Brett's hair. Hey, you cut Hunter's hair. Can you? And before you know it, I walked in and Derek Lunsford spoke to me, and it kind of blew my mind, honestly, you know, and it was cool experience. And from there, I kind of got over the fact of, hey, you know what? These are normal people just like me. You know, yeah, in the industry, they have a celebrity status, but at the end of the day, you respect them, they respect you, and it's a mutual bond. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, you know, treat them like people, they treat you like people, and it kind of just gels together, you know? Man, honestly, it provides me an outlet from everyday life, right? You know, we all have our families and work and things like that, but we have to find that fulfillment, that enjoyment, something that we enjoy to do, you know? And if we don't, you know, you almost go crazy. So bodybuilding allows me to express that side of me, you know, that aggressive side, that passion for life, period. You know, you have to have something within you, something a little crazy within you to go through the suffering every day. But it's a suffering that sadistically feels good. Yeah, I mean, honestly, man, about a year ago is when I really started to take it seriously. And the reason for that is, you know, I had kids when I was young, you know, and I had to wait till my family was structured and settled before I could really take on the selfish side of me, because it is very selfish, you know. So I had to really make sure that I was in a position where I could take it seriously and be ready to endure the things that comes along with it, you know, from the pain and suffering to the expenses, you know. So yeah, about a year ago, I would say I really started to dig deep and realize that this is what it's gonna take to pursue my dream, you know, one of my dreams anyway. Man, I can contribute that to my dad. You know, God rest his soul. He caught me in the garage at the age of 12 and taught me how to cut his hair. And that kind of stemmed from me being in high school and middle school, cutting a basketball team, football team, any sport I was associated with, you know, and it kind of grew inside of me that this is what I'm gonna do, you know. March 20th made 20 years of me cutting hair. You know, for those of you who don't know, I'll be 40 this year. So yeah, I'll be 40 this year, October, but it made 20 years of me cutting hair. So it kind of, I've been groomed for it from the start. Did I want to choose that path? No, but having an artistic mind and being creative, it kind of just fit, you know. And I just kind of turned it from a hobby to a talent, and then it developed into a passion. Like, hey, this is what I'm meant for. And believe it or not, in my entire career, I've never really given out business cards. It's always just been word of mouth. You know, when you provide a good service and you're a good person, people naturally gravitate to that. What you give out is what you get back, right? So if I'm walking around and my attitude is shitty all the time, that's what I'm gonna reciprocate, right? So I choose my first impression, you know, unless I'm going through what I'm going through now, I might seem a little down because, you know, this prep is a totally different ball game. But other than that, I try to give people the benefit of the doubt, and I come off as a good person so they can show me in return. That's how you build relationships. You know, a good attitude, good energy creates a good experience. And I've always believed that. You know what I mean? You gotta, what you give out is what you're gonna get back. It's kind of a thing with the universe, right? You know, whether you believe in God or whatever you believe in, you know, it's built on good nature. And without good nature, we can't be good human beings. And nobody wants to gravitate toward the person who's always negative and always down about things. So when you surround yourself with a positive environment and positive people, it's naturally gonna be good. Things are naturally gonna happen. You know, it's naturally gonna be positive. One thing I'm not gonna do, dude, I'm I'm gonna have fun, but I'm not gonna sugarcoat too much. You know what I mean? I believe that's important. You know, I believe it's important to be upfront, to be real, you know, and to make sure that you can be as transparent as possible. You know, we live in a world now to where almost anything is accepted, but that doesn't make it right, you know? So I have to lead by example when it comes to actually doing the right things and promoting the right things and really standing behind what I believe in. You know, that's one thing that I kind of pride myself on.
What's the end goal to all this positivity, to all this growth mindset, to all this anything is possible? What's the end goal? Why, you know?
Man, to watch my kids and then their kids be better than me. That's my end goal. You know, if I can breed and produce a better product, that's all we can ask for. Because at this point, you know, I had to learn a long time ago. And that's why I waited so long, right? People are like, you waited, you know, a long time before you really got serious in bodybuilding. Aren't you afraid? I'm not afraid of anything, but it has to be structured, right? And I waited just long enough to where I can afford to say, you know what? I'm leaving this to pass along. You know, I'm leaving this to set an example. I'm leaving this to paint a picture, to leave a roadmap to show you that, you know what? Just do it. So as long as I can produce and they're better than me and they go a step further, I accomplished everything I need to accomplish.